It's cool to poke fun at Poison if you're a critic, you know. But then again, it was cool to poke fun at Motley Crue. It was cool to poke fun at Led Zeppelin. It was cool to poke fun at Queen. It was cool to poke fun at, you know, Aerosmith. So I guess we're in good company. The band has always had a problem fighting this musicianship. I think I'm a fine player, and it's not. I'm not even talking about the fans. The fans, you know, the fans are great because you can't fool the fans. You know, most of the journalists are usually failed musicians, so they have that little edge.
No one likes us in the critics' eyes, you know, but yet we're selling out Nassau and the Meadowlands and all these places. So I'm not complaining. I think, you know, as long as the people there, they're my critics. They're the ones that are going to tell me when I look at it in an empty arena and no one's buying our albums anymore. I'll say, okay, well, then we're out of here.
This is nice. This is what makes life worthwhile on the road.
All right, that's me. I hope that's a permanent marker.
Me too. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As time went along, you know, your songwriting becomes, you start to write more mature, you start to write the way you feel, and you don't write as quick. You're not as nervous anymore. Before I was so nervous, every song was as fast as I could write it because you want to perform it and get it done. You're like, okay, God, you know, it's done. Now, like with Every Rose and stuff like that, you can take your time. And it took me, you know, it took 3 years to write that song, you know. And as simple as it was, it took 1 day to write it. And 3 years of feeling confident enough about it to put it on an album or try to, you know, present it to the band and stuff.
We both lie silent and still in the dead of the night. And though we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was something I said or something I did, words not come out right. Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, but I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Help me sing it now. Just like every night has its dawn.
I've actually had this motto for a long time. You know, it's just the way I think of things. You know, maybe it's kind of not a depressing way, but it's true. You know, it's realistic. It's the way it is. You know, for every good thing, there's kind of a bad thing, or vice versa. You know.
On the radio, hear the DJ say that there's a game of these coming out years ago.
I'm sort of a complex person, I guess, if you're around me for just a matter of a few minutes, so you can tell. It's just, you know, I've got two very strong emotions. One's a very happy side, and one's a very, very, I want to say a side that gets really pissed off at the way things are. And I was working on the song for the next record. It's called Give Me Something to Believe In. And it's sort of about that. You know, not that it's depressing. And I think the thing is about life, it's only as good as what you make it. And, you know, the only guarantee you get when you're born is that you're going to die. You know, you're guaranteed that one day you're going to die. So it's from between here and here, you're going to make the best of it. And that's what we're trying to do, you know, being out on the road and stuff like that. I mean, I really enjoy what we're doing.
When you're on tour, and we do tour a lot, we've toured for the last 2 years straight, when you tour that much, you gotta get better. Even if we didn't want to get better, the synergy, that chemistry, that night after night playing together, those sound checks, you can't help but really lock in, you know? And I think we've really got into that. We've really gotten into that. And I enjoy playing with this band. I really do.
No one could have saved the love that night if I know what to say. Instead of making love, we both made a separate way.